beautiful Charlie. I'm so excited about today's reading. Oh, and by the way, yes, I got with your higher self earlier today, and I was able to schedule all your clearings within 1 week. So this isn't going to be so emotional, so heavy, all right? Actually, in this first clearing, it was all level 1 blocks. Now, I want to make it very, very clear that this is something that you free willingly chose, okay? And you did this for all of our sakes, okay? You actually helped design and create these energetic blocks, and for good reason, okay? Good reason. Now, we're going to talk about the 4 blocks. There were only 4. And they're all level 1. So it is all past life. So there is a story. But now remember, we've done this clearing based on your intention in the level 1. Now you have a specific time, a specific lifetime, right? Because normally these aren't blocks that I even mention in the reading because, you know, it just seems too hard to explain. I don't know. I just don't do them. I mean, I clear them, but there's hundreds, even thousands of blocks in that first reading. Like, I would be there all day and all night trying to explain every single block, right? I only talk about the blocks that I'm intuitively, guided to speak about. So I'm intuitively guided today to talk about these blocks specifically. And there were 4. There's memory loss. There's memory clouded. There's highlighted memory. And then there's added memory. All right. Now, this was around 300. This was 343 lifetimes ago. And you actually helped design and create these energetic blocks. You were a big part of it. And you were even very instrumental in this. Like, of course, there were numerous souls involved, but you were instrumental, especially because of your divine communication and also because of your home planet. It's kind of like a hack into a hack. And because you're from a crystal type planet that was capable of holding infinite amounts of knowledge, right? You had the skill set to create these blocks, which served us for a very long time. Now, like I said, it was 343 lifetimes ago. Now, this particular story of what happened, all right, so you actually were not incarnated or called in to incarnate until the fall of Atlantis. So you were not part of the Atlantis. You were called in to save the souls, help the souls because of the fall of Atlantis. So even though it was your first time in Atlantis, it was kind of like towards the end of Atlantis. Now the trauma of the fall of Atlantis was rescripted to heal the PTSD of trauma experienced. You helped rewrite the memory scripts, which helped. It helped so much. It actually helped us rise to ascension again. The Atlantean souls were so traumatized that incarnations were unbearable. I mean, you talk about hard. No, that was when they were at their hardest. Even if you go back to the beginning of time, they weren't as hard as they were then because we were so high, we were so elevated. And then after that happened, it was like so many souls were so traumatized when they incarnated. It was like hell on earth. I mean, not literally, but it came across that way because you had souls incarnating that were so traumatized that they just lashed out, right? So yeah, it was very, very mandatory, especially towards the last 2 to 3 generations in Atlantis, where these energetic blocks needed to be put into place. Now, by implementing the new scripts, it allowed souls to begin reincarnating again without all that trauma. So it's almost like wiping someone's memory, adding something in there energetically. And this is probably why I don't even talk about these blocks. Because they're just kind of, it's hard to explain. Like, why would someone delete or have memory loss, or memory clouded, or highlighted memory, or added memory? Well, I mean, to help souls heal. And it took them getting back into the physical world, right? Coming up with new life plans, new experiences. They were just so traumatized that, and you go through such separation in birth, right? And then the Akashic Records lives in our subconscious mind, which was being created pretty much 100% at that point. Yeah, so it was pretty chaotic. Now, by implementing the new scripts, it allowed souls to reincarnate again. It wasn't perfect, but it gave souls a fighting chance to reach ascension and high levels of technology again. So it was instrumental. It was necessary. Now it's not. Now we can start clearing these. Now, the collective is ready for the truth, but only in waves. So the collective is in waves. You've got this wave right here. You got this wave, this wave. Just imagine that ever-ending cycle of waves. And imagine that each wave is full of souls. Okay? But only in waves. The collective as a whole, the whole collective, is not ready for this truth. However, there are many waves that are ready. As they learn the truth, as those waves learn the truth, it will ripple out and get more waves prepared for this truth. And there is some truth there that is so significant to the here and the now. Okay? And definitely I want to go into a little bit of a story about the last time I was incarnated on this planet. It was the early 1600s. And yeah, I practiced magic in that lifetime, and we actually did spells to time travel. And the idea was for me to time travel to the now moment, to this incarnation, because I was stubborn, I was obstinate, I didn't like to incarnate. I was like, I'd incarnate and then it wasn't the right time. So we did all this magic, and I mean, we brought all waves of magic together to do these spells, and they failed. Or did they? Who knows? The point being is I'm here now. You're here now. And the point being is that it is such a substantial moment in time that there's certain truths that need to come out, right? It's not my mission. It's my mission to get those people ready to let it, for them to let it out. My mission is doing what I'm doing right now, right? So, yeah. So it's, you prepared yourself. Now for the truth to come into you. So all those energetic blocks have been cleared. And you will start having some very intense dreams. But it won't be so emotional. Or if you start to feel emotional, you need to detach, okay, from those emotions. Because you just need the truth. You just need whatever's hidden there. It's not about feeling and reliving it. Does that make sense? Now your homework assignment is automatic writing of your memories of Atlantis. Now, what is automatic writing? You can YouTube it for sure. There's many techniques, but my favorite technique is I just pick up a pen. I don't think about what I'm writing. I just write. Of course, I'm looking at it, you know, I mean, I'm looking at the lines, but I'm not thinking about what I'm writing. So definitely start practicing this. It's definitely going to lead you along your journey as far as writing books and that sort of thing, channeling. And watch some YouTube videos about it. There's tons of them. There's all different types of techniques and different ways to approach it. But automatic writing is writing without thinking. Now start this process with 1 to 2 pages a day. Or in the beginning, you may want to do half a page. Just something. You know, get up in the morning, like when you're still kind of groggy, half asleep, just pick up the pen and just start writing. Write about your dreams. But don't think about it. Don't try to force it. Right? It should just flow onto the paper. I've done a lot of automatic writing. That's how I do most of my channeling. But it takes practice. Everyone has to start somewhere. Now, I can channel without automatic writing, but sometimes I just like the feel of it. It just feels more clear. Well, not really more clear, but it just feels different. Especially depends on what I'm channeling. So, like when I'm reading cards, I'm channeling, but I'm not automatic writing. So there's many ways to channel information. But this is definitely one that's meant for you. All right, so do your homework. Much love, much gratitude.